Couldn't feel better, couldn't cheese bigger. Peace to my gang, cause I get the cheese with them.
He's Fresno's rising star. With 5 mixtapes under his belt, Omar Aura talks to Y Major Music exclusively about what's next for this up-and-coming rapper.
My story is an ever-developing story. Right now, my story is, a kid from Fresno. Started rapping at about 16. Went through some trials and tribulations throughout it, went through some success. The funny thing is, it's hard to say what actually inspired me to become a rapper, because before I really even remember seeing rap on TV or really owning my own rap tape or anything, I was rapping. I was like, I think it was the Christmas of 1993. My uncle had a camera, they're filming Christmas, and this is the first time I could recall rapping. He put the camera on me. He was, what you gotta say? What you gotta say, little G? And I start rapping. At this time, it was a lot more innocent and sheltered, so I actually rapped about God. Initially started off as graphic, and I went with that moniker for a lot of years. And then just recently, I was just so inspired by the new music that I was doing. And just, not that it was just a total change from the music I was already doing, but I kind of took one area of music I had done and just kind of really built on that. It was actually something that one of my older friends was already calling me, Omar Aura, just on some suave shit. Just, like anytime he would see me talk to a girl, or a girl come up to me, or just we be out, or he see me wear a certain outfit, he'd be like, Aura right there, man. Can't touch that dude, man. That's Omar. Everybody has a little bit of Roll Down, for the record. Roll Down is an individual with a keen sense of individuality. Who's not concerned about status quo, because the expectations that they set for themselves already exceed that. So I feel like we're all Lord Downs. She finna let her love unfurl, cause my paint's so wet like your daddy Jerry Curls. Not a squirrel, but my kicks is nuts. I got a pair of J's I refuse to touch. Titties looking right without dropping no cheese. Ass poking out like it's coming through. I can name off artists forever, but I'm more of a guy that's built on albums. I would like an album, and then I may not like another rhyme they ever put out. Some artists I like more than one album, but it's the Black Star album inspired me, Raven Die inspired me, Blueprint 1 inspired me, Marshall Mathers LP inspired me. I'm still recording. I just want it to be the best, I want it to be I want people to hear it and be like, wow, this is an incredible project. And I think I'm on my way there. It's just really it's a cool, cruise down Blackstone or whatever the main strip is in your city type record, but it has substance. They're, talk about my stories, stories that friends have told me, or stories that I was there to witness. So I'm just I'm not only giving you my life, I'm giving you my best friend's life, I'm giving you my uncle's life, and that's what I'm doing, I got Stantastic on the production. I got my dude Alex out of New York on the production. I Fashion on the mixtape. I'm in the middle working with a record with Planet Asia. So Curtains from New York. We got Curtains on there. And I'm still recording, I got, Bravo, Diablo, Halo. We're all in the studio together too, so I'm sure we'll cook up something on there. But a lot of it is me. Surprise. We're both young, 15, 16, and we had like quote unquote like managers, not really, but just a person older than you that's kind of help you, lead you through the game a little bit in the early stages, taking you to studios and stuff like that. So the guy that was doing that for him and the guy that was doing that for me kind of met. It was like, yo, I got this rapper, and then so they took us to somebody's crib, and I met him, and then it was just like, yo, kick something. He started rapping. I was like, damn. I started rapping, then he started rapping, I started rapping. We just went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And after that, we became friends. We both did our first shows together. We both got on the same show. It was actually like opening up for like Corrupt or like Death Row or something in Fresno, which was crazy. It was funny. But we did our first show. I didn't see him for a few months, and then I met him up with him again, and he told me about this group he had started called Section 8, and the rest is history. We've been friends since. So. It's hard work. It's fun as shit. Don't get me wrong. So when you're on tour, it really is fun. But it's also a grind too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you hardly don't sleep because, yeah, you do your show, and then, of course, you want to hang out, you want to do whatever. But then you got to get up, check out times like 10 o'clock. You got to get on the road. You might have to drive 8 hours, 16 hours sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a grind. But the number one thing that I've learned is it's all worth it. It's all worth it. Like, being able to get in front of people that aren't from your city, that have no clue who you are sometimes, and win them over, and then walk up to you and be like, yo, that was dope, man, you're dope. Like, that, it's worth it all, you know what I'm saying? What I love to do is perform. Like, probably what I love the most about rap is performing for people. So, I learned that everywhere doesn't have good Mexican food. When you travel, like everywhere, like you from Fresno, you take it for granted. You from California, like, oh man, we need some Mexican food. No, Colorado don't got good Mexican food. Shout out to Colorado, I love y'all, Boulder, all that stuff, but they don't have it. Everywhere doesn't have good Mexican food, so that's nothing I learned on tour. Major goal for me right now is to just broaden the fan base, you know what I'm saying, with this next mixtape. I mean, I think I did a good job in 1,000 Palm Trees. A lot of new people into what I'm doing. Turned a lot, nice amount of heads. And then, so for the new project, it would just to get more fans, you know what I'm saying, and just see a little growth in what I'm doing. That's always the goal. So, that's what I just want the music to be, to get to a lot of people. Because then once I feel like the music is in people's hands, because that's what all we have problems with as artists, upcoming artists, is how do I get people to listen to the music? Because if it's dope, then they're going to like it. But the problem, what everyone's trying to do when you get 1 million, when you get 5 messages from some guy you don't know, he's like, check out my music, because he just wants you to hear it. He's not trying to bug you, but it's like, damn, he's like, how the hell am I going to get somebody to listen to me? You know what I'm saying? So that's my goal, is to get more people to listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't really, I don't worry about if people are going to like me or not, because I'm confident in my talent. It's like some people are going to like me, some people not. Music is subjective. So my goal is like, how, as a businessman, you're like, yo, how do I get people to listen to my music? What site do I need to try to get on? What club or skate park or, battle or whatever? Where do I need to be at to where I can get people listening to my music? The thing I learned on the business side is it's all about calculated steps. Like sometimes everybody talks about being a grinder and a hustler, and they're like, but sometimes less is more. Sometimes one little thing could be so much more effective than 5 things. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to make a calculated step. Like everything just really has to be thought out, man, because this is people's livelihood. So people, you can't play around with this. You can't just make a song. This song is dope. Okay, I'm gonna put it out. Where are you gonna put it out to? Okay, where you want it. How you gonna get it there? You just gotta map it all out. Like I remember when I met Too Short. He said, I opened up a Too Short one time, I got to meet him and everything, and he was getting interviewed, like I am right now, and they were like, what you telling the upcoming artists? And I'm sitting there, so obviously I'm sorry, and he just said, if you ain't got a plan, you ain't got nothing. And I'm like, yes, okay. And right after that, he was like, and where the naked hoes at? True story. But yeah, he said, if you don't got a plan, you don't got nothing. So I feel like if you don't have a plan and a vision for what you're doing, then how are you going to see any results for it? You know what I'm saying? It's like, how you going to bake a cake with no instructions? You know what I'm saying? And there's no instructions in the rap game, but it's like you have to develop instructions for yourself. You have to sit down and you watch people. Like, yeah, what if you have instructions for how to bake a cake? What would you do? I probably would hop on YouTube and type in, how do I bake a cake? Because you can find anything on YouTube. So, you know, if you don't know how to do something in the rap game, then maybe you need to ask someone that's been there, or maybe you need to watch something, or maybe you need to just trial and error too, though. Sometimes it's trial and error. You just got to figure it out on your own. But be a student of the game, you know. See, you know, everyone has a success story. People don't just wake up and be a success. It was a story. It was a process. What's his story? What was his process? Maybe you can pull something from it.
What's your...
Facebook. I got my fan page on there, supporter page, whatever you call it. Omar Aura. Just facebook.com/Omar Aura, which is OMARAURA. Or you can follow my tweets and see what I go through throughout the day and keep stay abreast with the Oradon at the Oradon on Twitter.
To learn more about Omar Aura and other up-and-coming artists, go to whymajormusic.com.